I just did this for the thumbnail. I'm back on real quick because I wanted to, before I go in, I wanted to see kind of like how I should be preparing for tomorrow. I wanted to see how many people wanted to know anything about this. I guess we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need a computer. Not now. So all I was doing was trying to see how many people was down. Yeah, time for a shave him. How you doing, Elisa? How y'all doing? I'm coming in and I'm asking everybody right off the bat who wanted to do, because I'm doing a beekeeping video tomorrow, and what I'm starting with is a lot of people been ready and asking, so I'm starting tomorrow. I want to know how many people are down so I know exactly what to be letting you know. Right now, first thing we're going to concentrate on is what we need. Everything you need. Before you know anything, you need supplies. Washington the Farmer, Jessica Burke, MW, hey Led Farmer, definitely want to be a beekeeper. I want to learn everything possible about beekeeping. That's wonderful. Annette P, hi from Florence. You and Lady Led, thank you so much. Happy holidays to you. Kim Jean, I'm interested. It's been on my mind. Well, let's get it in your yard. Let's get it out the yard. I mean, get it out your mind, get it in the yard. And let's see, Bass Reeves, hey, I would love to learn more. Bless Gardner, thank you for being so awesome. Thank you so much. I'm trying. Let me see. Hey, Glory 417. R Barnes, hey, Led, we're back. My son is also interested in learning about beekeeping. That's wonderful. The more the merrier. China Bee, Led Farmer, is this possible anywhere? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Said I given it thought. Well, let's get them thoughts on paper. Let's get it going. Blessings to you and thank you so much, Tariq. Darius Doss. I purchased my beehive when we were on that for our chicken cannon video. Good. Southwest Michigan, it's winter here, but now I spent summer. Your words is all mixed up. I couldn't read it. It was just a lot of letters. Let me see. Jessica Daily Chit Chat. If I was a beekeeper, I would eat them need house out of home. Well, let's see what you can do. Thank you, Melissa Smith. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa. Side notes, I'm about to buy 7.5 acres of land and want to get some bees, but my wife is like, hell no. You know what? I look at it like this. If she doesn't want to tend to the bees, she don't got to tend to the bees. You know, I'm gonna say that I'm not getting in y'all or interfering in your home or how things should be done. That's none of my business. But there's things even here on my land. Lady Led is like, okay, well that's mine. You don't got to do that. But it's going to happen. You dig? Just saying. You know, now I am the king of my castle. It's certain things that when I feel certain things need to be done, things need to get done. You don't want no part of it. Okay. Because there's certain things she do that I don't want no part of. So that's her thing, and I got mine. I know what's good for my family, and one of those things that's good for my... Hey, Essie! How you doing, homesteading with Essie? Crumper who always messed that piece up. How you doing, ma? Good to see you, little Queen Essie. So that right there, oh, you, man, my house, I know what's good for my family, and some things got to happen. So let me see. I want to learn. Patricia Bryan, I want to learn about beekeeping. I love the honey. See, it's honey, and it's going to be, I'm going to be on here, y'all, for 15 minutes. So we got 10 minutes left. Because I just wanted to throw a quick briefing out there. It's so many other things to just getting the honey. It's, hey, what's up, Turf? Turf said, I want to know too. Nicole Knowles says, do you do the collapsible hives? What's a collapsible hive? I've never heard of such a thing. Let me see. Butterfly Effect says, I just want them to be pollinators. That's one of the great things about them, because you're going to become, I mean, they're going to pollinate everything. Not just in your yard, and probably not even in your yard. They're going to be pollinating stuff in all around your area that's beneficial to you. So, okay, Neutrino said, I just got a hive, I'm ready. Well, that's excellent. That's excellent. Thank you so much, Carrie Noonan. My eyes are drying out from this doggone heater, so y'all excuse me. I'm blinking a lot like a crackhead. These contacts, they done had it. So, it's more thing. Essie homesteading with Essie, no worms, no bees, no food. Amen. If you don't got these things, it's not gonna work out well for you. Hey, how you doing, RTUG? It's not gonna work out well for you. Okay, good, beautiful question. The Bob Belly 628. Is it expensive to start? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm not even going to begin to lie. It is expensive. Depending on what your definition of expensive is. Is your definition of expensive, you know, in dollars versus what you're going to bring in? Or you're just worried about the initial payment, the initial startup of what it's going to cost you to start? This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm talking about the investment of what you have to come out of your pocket to pay. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you watch my beekeeping playlist, once I tell you how much it costs, I'm going to tell you all of that tomorrow. But once I tell you how much the total is going to cost you versus what you're going to get, there is no, put it like this. Here's a good one for you. Is it expensive to buy a new car? Is it expensive to buy a new home? Yes, it is. But it's an investment that pays you back every time you blink your eyes. Every time you open your eyes, it's a blessing. It's a come up, back to back to back to back. When you in your beautiful home, or you driving down the street gripping the grain in your beautiful car, you don't keep worrying about that car note. You know you getting to work, you getting back and forth to the stores, you traveling, you're able to be mobile, and in your beautiful home, all your whole family can come around and gather and join you at your beautiful house. You don't got to worry about being cramped in little spaces. You got land out there where the kids can play. You do not complain about the mortgage. That's because you're in your beautiful home. This is just one of those things. Gardening, you got to invest in your garden, right? You got to invest in your garden. Some people try to go cheap. It's certain things, to me, you can go cheap, and it's certain things you need to go ahead and come out your pocket and get it done and over with, because you'll spend more time trying to be cheap, and in the long run, it costing you more money. In the long run, it literally will cost you more money if you keep trying to pinch pennies and keep coming up with little weird, strange ways to save the money on trying to get something done. Because here's the thing that people don't talk about in gardening. Your time is worth more money than you got in your pocket. Say, I tell you, okay, to start a garden, you need to go ahead and pay $200, have that truck bring you some good soil. You'll be like, $200? I can go to the big box store and get that for $7. No, man, go get that. Because you're going to be running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the big box store. $7, $7, $7, $7, $7 leaves every fall, back and forth. You end up spending either just as much or more money nickeling and diming. My wife always tell me about that. She said, baby, some stuff you just need to just go on and pay for, because I'm notorious for it. Because nickels and dimes add up to dollars. So at the moment you feel like you really beat the system because you only paid 50 cents for this busted bag of dirt. But how many busted bags of dirt is you going to go get? You're going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the big box store, right? Okay. How much time did it take you to do that? Your time is precious. Your time is expensive, number one. Number two, how much fuel did it take to go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, for a 50-cent bag of busted bag soil? You end up paying more money instead of just calling the dude like, look, I need, give me 2 tons of that good soil. Okay? So, that was an excellent question, because to me, beekeeping is an investment. I can show you this. I brought this out for a reason, another little thing to show you. This is one that I played with. This is honeycomb. I put some of the honeycomb, brand new honeycomb in this jar about, this ain't even marked, I'm gonna say about 4 years ago. This been about 4 years ago. And here's some fresh stuff that we just mess around with. Here's some that's been in here about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. It's honey. We sold literally gallons upon gallons upon gallons, 5-gallon buckets upon 5-gallon buckets of it to you guys. We did in just this year alone. Every year we do it, but this year alone, y'all knocked out a bunch of 5-gallon buckets of pure raw honey. Pure and raw. I still have lots of pure raw honey. I got tons of this stuff for my family. I want you to be able to get your garden pollinated, and at the same time, not just you being able to taste this, okay? I don't want it where you're just able to taste this. I want to show you this, but I also want you to be able to sell it. You sell your honey. You sell your honey and you make a profit for your family. It's a win-win situation. This all day long, I didn't buy this from no store. I haven't bought honey in probably 10 years. There's no reason to. And it lasts forever. You don't got to can it. You don't got to do nothing. Just put it in a jar. And see that? To you, I'm playing with my food. But to me, I know how much I got to be able to play in it. Okay? They get me every time. Do you have special licensing to sell honey? Melissa, I want you to be able to sell honey. You don't need a special license. You don't need any of that stuff. Thank you, Holmes. Okay, got that. Hey, what's up, Broke Farmer? What's up, brother? It's good to see you. The hives that you shift. Oh, the hive that I shift the honey drips out a spout and repairs. Okay, I'm going to touch on that tomorrow. That is the flow hive. I don't like that thing. To each his own. To each his own. I'm not gonna knock it. I just have yet to see somebody to show me the real deal. I mean, a real beekeeper. I'm not talking about one of them little fancy commercials where people got on clean beekeeping suits and clean gloves or no veils or nothing. I don't want to see those commercials. I want to see a real hardcore beekeeper with one of them. Here's the thing. If that thing actually works, okay? If it actually works, how much does it cost versus just doing it the original right way? How much does that product cost? Because what people don't know is when they ask about that hive, when you get a hive, when you start with a hive, that hive is going to turn into 2 hives in just a couple of months. That 2 hives is going to turn into 4 hives in a couple months after that. You got to keep buying this equipment to take care of that situation, to house those bees. That means more honey for you, more production for you. But if you ain't got enough money to buy one little frame, because the one frame costs you $25, $30, $40, $50, nothing you can do. If you go the original route, I'm not going to keep on knocking those people's hives. I don't like them, but I'm not going to knock them. But I am going to tell you this. With their equipment, you can't make your own equipment. In an emergency, I can make my own equipment. Go and get me some plywood, some nails, a hammer, boop, 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 measure it out, the right size, pop, 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 pop. Y'all even seen me do it. Y'all have even seen me do it on these videos. You can't do that with that thing. So right there, nah, I am not an advocate. I am not a believer in that thing. Let me see. Troopy, I remember when your bees came back to your house. That's happened so many times. It just so happened that I was blessed to be able to catch it on camera. What was it, 2 or 3 times? Out of the blue, I was doing a live like I'm doing right now. And the sound that you hear is like the wind blowing. You know when, like, ooh, a storm must be coming, because that wind, you hear it before you feel it. That's how the bees come. You hear this. It's like a vibration. It's not even like a noise. It's like you feel it in here. Y'all was with me when I stopped talking because I felt them first. I know that sounds corny. I know it do. But if you're a real beekeeper, you know. If you've ever been in a cloud of bees or bees just showed up, who said frequency, future layers? It's a vibration. I know this sound corny, but it's a vibration that you feel in your soul before you hear them. It's a real low hum. Y'all look at me on that video and watch me look down first. I'm like, dang, am I about to have a heart attack or something? And it slowly gets louder. And then I look up and they block out the sun. You can see it all on the video. It wasn't scary, Troop. It was a miracle. Is what it was. You know what? Everything miraculous looks scary and feels scary. That's right, butterfly effects. I think it was some kind of frequency, because what it do to you to hear a group of bees, because that hum is them communicating. Thousands of bees communicating with themselves and the rest of nature. I know I sound corny, but I don't want to go too deep on y'all because I get crazy about my bees. How you doing? The bull in the house. What's up, man? Pamela say, do you remember the title of that video? Man, you know what? I was grafting in that video. I was grafting pear trees in that video, I believe it was. It wasn't even a beekeeping video. It just came out of nowhere. And I got several of them, so you will see them. Just go to my beekeeping playlist. You can't miss them. They all will blow your mind. Because once you see a 5-gallon bucket of honey, 2 5-gallon buckets of honey, 3 5-gallon buckets of honey, you will understand, okay, maybe this is worth a try. I see one was the front porch, one was the backyard, and I don't know if we got the rest of those on camera or not. Let me see. Carrie Newman, that's not corny, that's the A-tone. I mean, but some people, it's corny to some people that don't understand what I'm saying. That vibe that you hear or you feel first, then you hear it, then you see it. That'll bring you to your knees. No, you do not need a lot of land. I literally have I usually keep a beehive right in my driveway. We get out our cars and walk right past the beehive every day. You do not need no land. Unicorn Lady said she remember that one. Yeah, man, I've had lots of them. I was able to catch a couple on video, and it just always happens. Always happens. Ain't nothing better than you leave some old equipment out that ain't got no bees in it, and then come out one day and it's full of bees. You ain't see them come. It's full of bees and honey. You didn't know. That's the kind of stuff that happens once you start beekeeping. So here's the thing. I said 15 minutes, now we at 20. We'll go for 30 and then call it a day, because I want everybody to be able to. Do me a favor, make sure you comment below and tell me that you're interested and you want to hear how it's done. You want to see what all the stuff that you need. And I got one of the things for sure right here. You're going to need this. This is a smoker. I'm going to get deeper into this tomorrow, and this will let you know all the stuff you're going to need. This ain't nothing. It's super cheap, but this will save your tailbone. There's certain things we're going to go into tomorrow. And I'm going live. I wanted to do a video, but it's better I go live so I can answer some questions. Let me see. You going to make me get in trouble? No, don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Let me see what this is. Yes, that's so you can smoke the bees. Let me see. I definitely want to know everything about beekeeping. You got that land, brother. You need to do it, man. You done started the chickens. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I got those chickens. You know you can't do it. You had those rabbits. I told you was going to love them chickens, man. I told you was going to love them chickens. Chickens and bees, man. I don't need no other livestock. Okay. Son, I can't pronounce your name. Brumfield. Please forgive me for not being able to pronounce your first name, okay? But where do you purchase the bees? We're going to talk about all of that tomorrow. For sure. I'm going to tell you everything, okay? Because we need to be starting right now. Would bees have a problem with pets? No, not at all. Yes, I would like to know more about beekeeping. Thank you, Kathy Chatfield. Led, I love watching you, so when I go back into the whole house instead of complex. Whoa, I got you. Yeah, you gonna need to know some of the stuff. Okay, Camille said, I have 30 acres and already 70 chickens. Where is the best place to set a hive? That's totally up to you. There is no best place. There is no best place. All of that stuff that people that don't know what they talking about keep telling y'all stuff. They don't know what they talking about. It's a dude right here on YouTube. He don't know his ass from his elbow, and he trying to tell people how to be a beekeeper. Never done it a day in his life. All that's garbage. It's a lie. It's so easy. You watch me do it every day. I'm telling you, it's people on here that will put on a flimsy little beekeeping hat that they bought from the dollar store. That ain't no beekeeping hat. That's the dumb little hat they give you when you go to the fair to watch the beekeeping equipment. That's a prize you get when you walk in. You ain't going out in no beekeeping field with that on. That's for children. That's what the dumb didn't know. That's for children. That's not even for people. That's so kids, because they look, mama, I'm a beekeeper. I can talk to the bees. That's for them. That's not even for grown people that's really out here doing it. It's nonsense. Now, I can tell you, I am a certified South Carolina beekeeper with the South Carolina Beekeeping Association. And I've been keeping bees for almost, let me see, for over 8 years. I can't teach you everything. I'm going to show you what works for me. I'm going to show you some of my ups and some of my downs. Angela says, question left from her, how far from the house do you keep your hive? I told you, I usually, if you look at my beekeeping playlist, I have a bee hive at the door of my garage right by my front door. I had a hive on my back porch. There is no, you got to have them a billion miles away. That's nonsense. Let me tell you this. The farther you have your bees away from you, the more stuff that's going to happen to them. The reason why I say the more stuff is going to happen to your bees, the farther you have them away from you, is because you're going to become complacent. You're going to forget about those bees way out there on your land. You got 30 acres and they're on mile 9 out there somewhere. No, you don't have to be brave. That's all the misconceptions. You got to be brave to be a gardener then. It's misconceptions. Once you know what you're doing, you're going to be like, oh, this ain't nothing. Really? Okay. That's all that is. You don't even, you know what? People was nervous about canning food. Homestead Heart told us all, and I was one of them, like, no, I ain't blowing my head off. Now I look back and look how stupid I sounded. And I did. That was just stupid of me. I felt talking out of pure, uncut ignorance. Like, wow, I can remember all the crazy stuff I was saying before I did it. Man, you blow your head off. Man, I ain't blowing my head off. I want to do it, but that's the stuff that came out of my mouth. And now I can show you all around my house all the food. I got food canned around here. I got lemon juice, corned beef that I ain't even released that video. I got some chicken. I got some turkey over there. I got sugar cane juice. Man, all because I cut out talking that ignorant mess and just did what she told me to do. Now I'm a canner. And I look back on it like, wow. Not only do I know how to do it, it's fun. So, hey, well, Rule, I got some of her hair on me. I'm like, is my hair growing? No, that's my baby hair. What do you do with the hive in the freezing temperatures? Well, we don't freeze like up north. We don't have to do anything. You just make sure they're fed. We don't have to do anything down here. You don't cover them. You don't do none of that, because if you cover them, you're going to overheat them when the sun come out and you're going to mess something up. You don't do nothing. The bees know what they're doing. The bees take care of themselves. They can heat that hive up. They can heat that box up all by themselves by flapping their wings and huddling together. They can heat that hive up hotter than anything you're going to try to put on them. And here's the other thing. If you go out there and try to heat that hive up artificially, you know what you're going to do? You're going to mess their head up into thinking, you're going to trick the queen into thinking, oh, spring is here. I need to start producing. She's going to start producing eggs in the dead of winter. You do not want that, because you're just going to have a big dead hive. Let me see. I'm highly interested in backyard. Oh, as far as for like Chicago, Ohio, Michigan, where they get a lot of snow. Now, I got a friend that's a beekeeper in the Midwest. Yep, up north in Ohio. I tried this and it don't work in the South. You know those Weber grill covers that they cheap, like 20 bucks, and you they cover up your Weber grill, your round original Weber grill. I used to get those. Well, my friend gets them, puts them over his hive in Ohio. Okay, that works in Ohio because it don't burn them up. Because y'all know it stay cloudy in Ohio. It don't get sunny like down here. That was good for Ohio. Kept the snow off of them. Easy to knock the snow off. But if you do that down here, I put that Weber grill thing over top of one of my hives and almost burnt that hive up. I came out and all of the bees was on the top of the hive. I had a heck of a time trying to fix that. Okay, I had to get the bees off, and it's freezing outside because now they're outside freezing. It was a mess. I'll never do that again. I cover styrofoam boards with my hive boxes in the winter. In Kansas, see, in Kansas, places like that, then you start talking about heating your hives up and protecting your hives. Annette says, congrats on being certified beekeeper. But you know what? It's not a big deal. You don't even have to be certified. It's just a good idea. That certification it's not a master's degree. It's like a quick course. You know what I'm saying? It's like a quick course. So that's not the biggest deal. All that's saying is I actually did take the class and get my little piece of paper. But trust me, you don't need that. That doesn't make me better than you. I'm just showing you that I did go the whole 9 yards. That don't make me better than you at all. Okay, once you go and start and you go take that beekeeping course, you're gonna be like, oh, this ain't nothing to brag about. You know. Ratimi says, what about Arkansas? I think that you mentioned that you're located in Georgia. No, I'm in South Carolina, but same thing. In Arkansas, you will want to know how to protect your hive. The Bull's Garden, instead of walking with a 5 gallon of yak, I'm going to be walking with a 5 gallon of honey. You know me, Bull, you seen it. No, keep a 5 gallon of yak in the right hand and 5 gallon of honey in the left hand. Then you got your honey Hennessy. All right. Is there a class in South Carolina? Yes, there is a class in Columbia, South Carolina. That's the one I took. You're going to have to look up the local extension and find out where they're going to be holding it. Years ago, it was held on St. Andrews Road. I don't know where it is now. Essie, we doing this together, sis. I know you ready. I know you ready, little sis. What's up, Chef? Chef, I need you to call me. I'm going to call you tonight, too. Happy holidays, bro. I'm going to call you. Let me see. Young Kim said, I found a beekeeping org in Long Island. I'm going to check them. Yes, please check them out in your local areas, y'all. I'm going to tell you how to get bees 2 ways. I'm going to tell you how to purchase, what kind of bees you should purchase. And I'm going to tell you even how you will never have to purchase another bee in the rest of your life as a beekeeper. I'm going to show you how to get your own bees for free for the rest of your life. And I have videos to prove it. I'll be calling you Chef. I have videos to prove to you that I'm not joking around. Y'all watch me go get bees. And it's videos that I haven't even released because I was like, people don't want to see this. Me getting these bees out this tree or this wall or for a couple hours. You don't want to see that. What about Texas? Texas, you just like me. You're going to be good. You ain't got to worry about no kind of protection, not necessarily. Okay, so let me see. Rural readiness is Land Farmer 73. I called the local water company and they called me when bees got in the water meters. I have videos on my channel. You know, I'm going to check you out, Rural Readiness, because that's what we do. We save bees. We get calls and we're on the internet on easilygrowngardens.com. People call us and people contact us via email and internet. That's what me and Lady Led do. We like Batman and Robin. It's like, hey, where you at? Where you at? I just got a call. Where? East side. Where? How long? What does it look like? Okay, it's this big. How many bees? Are we sure they're honeybees? Yes, they are. Okay, suit up. Our suits, I have a suit that stays in my truck, and we both have suits that stay in our closet, just like firemen. Just like firemen, because when it's time to suit, boot, get your pants on, get your gloves, get your hat, get your equipment, boom. It's time to roll. It's time to rock. Ain't no joking around when it comes to that. And y'all have watched us do it. The water meter readers would call me each month because they couldn't read meters until they were moved. That happens to us all the time. Will you go over getting Italian bees or local bees? See, we're going to talk about all of that. And the Italian bees versus local bees thing is not a competition. And please don't let nobody fool you with that freaking nonsense. They say, oh, Italian bees are so gentle and so nice and they're heavy producers. They don't know. They don't know if it's Italian or not. That's just a bunch of hogwash. You know why? Because this is what they do. They made a queen. Now, Lady Lead produces queens. She produces, she makes, and sells queens. My baby does that. She makes, raises, and sells queens to people that their hive went queenless. So what people do is they will make a queen, just like Lady Leda do, make a queen, grab a handful of bees, a couple of the items that we'll talk about later out of the hive, make a small little hive, put this queen in the middle of it in a little cage till they can get used to her. And then they'll say, oh, these are exquisite Italian bees from the Alps or something crap. Man, get out of here. They can tell you anything. Yeah, it's such a scam. Bees are bees right now. Bees are bees. And once you start doing it, and people keep asking me, why am I trying to do this? Why am I trying to get people to be beekeepers? Because our bees are dying. And if they die, we die. So I look at it like this. I have a skill that I know how to do. What's his name? Said, I have a special set of skills. Liam Neeson, I have a special set of skills that I want to share with everybody so we can all pull this off together. Just like we share our gardening pictures and everything. Now we can share, look, lad, I did this. Some of y'all sending, I got my first, oh, I wish I could remember her name. She sent us her first, now listen to me, and I'm going to show y'all this, okay? There's a young, hey, Miss New Orleans Gardener, Lady 511 in the house. Good to see you. There is a young lady that emailed us and said she actually started her hive after we helped her this year. Right? She showed us her first harvest. And she had about 20 of these. Her first season, her first summer, she got about 20 jars of honey sitting there. Herself. You don't even know the doggone feeling. You think it feel good when you get your first cucumber or your first watermelon or your first tomato. You get a first jar of that. You talking about bragging rights. Guess what? If your tomato get eaten or your tomato starts to rot, you ain't got no proof besides a bunch of pictures. I got proof from what I did 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, right here in my hand. Everything I'm telling you is right here in my hand. Oh, Young Kim, I got my first persimmon this fall. It felt so nice. Oh, ain't no feeling like when you gardening and you get that food that you made, that you did. The She Grows said, I would love to learn, but I'm scared. What ain't you scared of? You know what I'm scared of? I'm scared of right now what's going on in the world. I'm not. Let me give it to you like this. Who said that? There She Grows. There She Grows. You know what? I'm getting tired of being scared to survive. Forget bee stings. They taking people's money. They taking people's checks. People are dying and people are losing their jobs. People are losing their homes. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of failing. I'm scared of dying. I'm scared of being threatened. Constantly, every day on the news, you cut the news on you being threatened. That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared to survive anymore. You dig it? I'm not scared of survival. If survival means I might get stung by a few bees, but I'm going to get that. And you know what's in that? Health. Everything that's going to make you feel better. Everything that's going to keep you from everything that the world is trying to throw at us right now. See, here's some more. George Trusty, what about if your hive gets taken over by Africanized bees? Count yourself lucky, George. You know why? Because that's the media, again, turning something that's normal into evil. Africanized bees, listen, do me a favor. Look at more research on Africanized bees. And here's the thing. Why haven't they got rid of Africanized bees? They can do it. You know why they haven't gotten rid of Africanized bees? And number one, they put Africanized in front of it to make it worse. It's not. Here's the thing, okay? The truth about Africanized bees, they're just another breed of bees that's extra aggressive. Here's the good part about Africanized aggressive bees. They are the most biggest honey producing bee on the planet. That's why they haven't gotten rid of Africanized bees. It will take them like that to get rid of them if they wanted to get rid of them. It's all garbage. Listen, when the news runs out of news, they make news. You dig what I'm saying? When the news runs out of news, my friend, they make news. It's like money. When the place runs out of money, they make more money. We all know it's a natural fact. Okay? They just make it, they make more. It's just the truth. And everybody know it. When the news ain't got nothing else to talk about, when this guy leaves office right now, they gonna run out of stuff to talk about because they've been talking about this dude for 4 years. Okay? I'm gonna say this. And I'm not gonna get on no politics at all. I'm just gonna say this. One thing about that guy is everybody has something. Everybody made money off of that dude. You know how? Because they couldn't stop talking about him. Whether for the bad or for the worse, for the good or for the worse, it don't matter who you voted for. We ain't gonna talk about that. He was news material. He was comic gold. Every comedian has become millionaires over the last 4 years. They went from nothing to millionaires just by talking about that dude. He was comedic gold. It was like a little troll in your shoebox writing comedy material for you. You didn't even have to think no more. Okay? Her house, Africanized, they put that in front of a lot of things that they want people to be scared of. Africans, Africa. That's like, man, you know, come on. Think about this. I'm gonna tell you this. Let me give you one piece of advice, okay? True story. Y'all hear the stories about Africanized bees. Stick with me for a second, okay? You hear all the news about Africanized bees. Who has heard all the news about Africanized bees? How aggressive, how deadly they are. Has everybody heard the news on that over whatever, how many years? Everybody heard that? Seen the news reports? Watched documentaries? Hold on, I'm going to get to you, Benjamin. Everybody heard this, right? Okay. If they knew, if the media were actually beekeepers, that would prove how stupid their news report is. You want to know why? Because the rate of bees, the rate of their reproduction rate, just your normal bees. Now, we talking about your normal honeybees that's out on my yard. The normal production rate, you will double your hive in about 30 to 60 days. that will double in another 30 to 60 days. If you're in the southern region, you really have no winter. They never stop reproducing. So here's the deal. If all of that was true and they say, oh, they destroy other hives, there would be no more normal European hives left. They would have destroyed them all, whether they're out in nature in the wild or they're domesticated in your yard. There will be no more. And the way how fast bees generate, we would have killer bees killing everybody. They would be everywhere. Everybody would be dead. We talking about the pandemic. The pandemic would be the killer bees. That's garbage. That's garbage. It's all garbage. All you gotta do is sit down for about 5 seconds and do that math by yourself. If you've seen how fast bees constantly multiply, you only need to start with one hive. Your one hive gonna turn to 2. Your 2 gonna turn to 4. And by the end of the summer, you're gonna at least have 4 hives. I guarantee you. So if killer bees, now we talking about mine, killer bees are supposed to be super double the production, super double breeding, double honey producing. So that would mean they will be mass producing themselves on a level so high, we probably wouldn't see no insects in nature but the dang killer bees. So part of what they're saying is true. They are aggressive. They will kill you. Guess what? My honeybees will kill you too. If enough of them jump on you and sting you and you're allergic to bees, you're pretty much gonna die. But they killed it, okay? They just killed it. That's why the killer bee story only come when somebody get killed in a third world country, or a bomb goes off in one of these cities, or one of these politicians do some dirty crap. Every time that happens, oh, there's trillions of dollars missing out of the national deficit of the blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, killer bees, African bees are coming. Murder hornets are gonna kill you. Every time one of these politicians do something stupid. They like this. They want you like this. So as soon as you be like, oh, they taking my pension? Killer bees. They're from Africa and they're black. And they're going to destroy you and your babies. Murder hornets. They come with their own knives. Come on, man. We got to be more sensible. You got to use your own brain. Don't just sit there and listen to the television set. Listen to this. The TV set came from the radio set, which was meant for entertainment, not news. And nothing has changed since they invented that doggone box. It's for entertainment purposes only. If you want to start believing some of it, that's totally up to you. Look, for instance, back in the 50s, I think it was the 50s, when, who was that? Lawrence Welk, somebody came on with War of the Worlds. Everybody on the planet, listening to the radio, thought aliens were coming and they were going to eat your babies and fly away with all the beautiful women and kill all the men. Orson Welles, was that Orson Welles? Right. People believed it because he made it sound so doggone devastating. Oh my God, there's one now. Look at the size of his eyes. Oh my God, it's Reagan. Oh, it just disintegrated a man in pure blood. Oh my God, there was nothing left but his shoes. People listening to that radio reporter, oh, honey, get in the basement. They're coming to get us. This dude almost caused a war. Orson Welles, right. This dude almost caused the actual military to go into battery looking for this dude's imagination. That box is made for entertainment first. You pick the truth out of there. Don't eat all that truth. Don't eat all that lies. Because I'm telling you, it'll get swallowed up. That's like, to me, TV is just like food. You got some good fried chicken, but then you drowned it with hot sauce, drowned it with honey, drowned it with ketchup, to the point you can't even taste the chicken no more. That's news now. The truth is in there somewhere, just like the chicken. It's in there, bubbling around under hot sauce, honey, ketchup, mustard, greasy fries. The chicken is in there. That's TV, man. That's what I go with right there. You dig what I'm saying? It's so much stuff covering the truth. By the time you swallow all this, the truth be done shut out the other end. That won't even absorb into your system. You dig what I'm saying? So please don't be scared about no bees. And remember the mosquito scares with the Zika virus, right? Giving babies big heads and stuff. Come on, man, them babies. Let me stop. But yeah, every time one of the politicians do something stupid, somebody get caught cheating or robbing the whole United States of America, a murder hornet come out. Am I lying? A murder hornet come out. Hey, unicorn lady, this is why I watch you guys. Thank you so much. Every single time, something happens that they ain't got no business doing. Now, if one of my homies get caught robbing, stealing, dealing, and killing, it's all plastered over the news what they did. When they get caught robbing, stealing, dealing, and killing, murder hornets. Ooh, hold your babies tight late at night. Oh, they're sopping them up like biscuits. Cover up. It's garbage, man. So, bees, please don't go into this with ignorance, just like this canning. It's so many of us. Thank you, Hood Farmer 51. It's so many of us went into canning our and preserving our food. Think about this. Think. I'm going in now. Think about this. How many of us have been scared of canning our food because of stories of blowing your damn kitchen up and you in it? Right? Where do you think that came from? Where do you think those stories come from? It's not that many. And here's the thing. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny that the stories that we've all heard about people blowing their heads up, blowing their bodies up from a pressure canner, we all know the same story. We all start talking about the same one or two ladies that blew their kitchen up and their one child, they happen to have one child on their leg when it happened. We all keep telling this same one story. It ain't like this happens every day or did happen every day. We all keep telling, my friend told me about this one lady that blowed herself up and she had a kid around her leg. Like, oh, I heard that story. I knew somebody, the same exact thing happened, right? You got to ask yourself now, why would they lie about that? Why would they put that story into circulation? Them, okay? They would put that story into circulation because look what's happening right now. We canning our own food. Okay, let me just go ahead and brag a little bit. Let me brag a little bit. Okay, we canning our own food. That's that brisket I ain't did a video on. We canning our own food. That's that chicken we did a video on. We're canning our own food. So what is that doing to the economy? You're not going out there, I'm not going to say the name of this, ho, ho, ho. We're not buying your product anymore, sir. Do you understand? So if I'm not buying your canned goods because I'm canning myself and I know what went in this jar because I did it, you're not getting paid. They don't want to not get paid. So how do you change that, right? This is how you change that. You leak a stupid, whack story into circulation, as gossipy as we all are, about, yeah, you sitting at the lunch, yeah, I remember a lady that blew her whole head off using that old Presto canner. Oh my God, it was horrific. You sitting at the next table in the same restaurant, like, oh my God, a lady blowed her head off with a Presto canner. Oh my God, I was gonna buy one of them too. Yeah, wasn't nothing left but her shoes. When they found her, wasn't much to clean up. Your dumb butt in the next booth at the Waffle House talk about some, oh my God, oh, I'm gonna tell everybody. Then you come into one of the forums like you are here now, and then be like, I'm not canning nothing, because I heard about a lady that blowed her whole self up, wasn't nothing left but the shoes, sweet Jesus, and then turned around and it wasn't much for the firemen to clean up. And that circulates in all, it's 300 and something people in here now. 300 people will circulate that story to 300 more people. Next thing you know, they've quickly just made the Presto canner terrible, evil, wicked, bad. It's that simple. That's how we humans, that's how it works. Word of mouth. Next thing you know, you're depending on them to feed you with ho ho ho. And then you like this, I know that's safe because the little green man, I grew up seeing him on the can. So, please, use your head. Okay, I got sensitive skin. I'm gonna keep it real. I got sensitive skin. If one of my hairs come out crooked, I'm gonna be in agony till I pull it out. Sensitive skin. When a bee stings me, I know it stung me. There is no, I think a bee stung me. No, I know he got me. I've been stung in the face. I've been stung in the legs, feet, arms, hands, back, butt, nuts, you name it, I've been stung. It's the truth. Why don't you never hear me talk about that stuff? Why don't you never hear me talk about getting stung? Lady leg meat is sweeter and tender, more tender than mine. Tender love. Love so tender, pulling me close to you. Baby, that's sweet meat, yeah. My baby meat is sweet and tender. When they get her, they get her. Every time ooh, they got you in the sweet meat, baby? Yeah, they got me. Oh. They get her, and she's still there? That's telling you, you need to rethink this and be like, man, if Lady Leg can handle it, yes, force of these. Candles, they light the dark. Pull me nearer. Wasn't that they move? That's all they had though, but that was smooth. Share with me straight from the heart. Yeah. Yes. That. So, I'm telling you, once you feel your first 1 or 2 bee stings, you're going to be like, that's it? That's all? They hit you in that tender meat. Because I'm going to tell you, that real tender meat is right there in between that thigh meat. Oh. That'll have you come in the house like this. Yeah, he got me. Yeah. Because it's going to pucker you up a little bit for about 5 minutes. You know how to stop it. I don't know how it worked. The ancient natives, they took the same thing that stung them and put that back on them. Take that honey, rub it on that spot. It will go away. Every time we get popped now, go in there and put some honey on it. Let me see. You need to be sharper. Yeah, sharper than sugarcane grass. Right. That Force MDs, everybody, they know already. That is the junk. But do you understand what I'm saying? We gotta get out of the mindset of that ignorance. That what about the killer bees? I'm scared of getting stung. My question to everybody is, what are you more afraid of? What are you more afraid of? Are you more afraid of being controlled and being fed what they tell you to eat? We're all here because we're gardeners, right? Raise your hand if you're a gardener, or you about to be a gardener, or you just planted a seed. If you've been gardening for 2 minutes or 2 years, you are a gardener here in the Greenhouse Lounge. Are you a gardener? You're a gardener because you're tired of people telling you that their food is good for you, and you better buy it, and you better eat it. While we get sicker every day. We get sicker and sicker and more disease-ridden every day, to the point now we're not just the only ones being disease-ridden. It's starting to get in our DNA, and we passing it on down to our children. It's becoming part of us, to the point, even if you stopped, yeah, some of that is going to start going down into your DNA. You pop out a baby, and the baby got the same ailments, and that ain't going to grow out for another 2 or 3 generations, because you got to tell yourself this, the truth. The truth is, if they're putting systemic herbicides, pesticides, and everything that goes into the ground that's absorbed by the plant, you eat the plant. That same chemical makeup that they made to be absorbed, you don't think that's being absorbed by your own DNA? A plant ain't nothing but you. You're a plant. We're all made from the same thing. Everybody in here always talking about them, they down with religion. We were all made from the earth, correct? Everybody always preaching that stuff to me. We made from the earth, so what make you think you any different than a doggone plant? So if that plant can absorb all of those chemicals that are systemic, why can't you absorb it? If you, listen close, if you touch certain narcotics with the tip of your finger, you will get high. You will absorb it. You will get sick. If you touch certain chemicals with your hands and your fingertips, you will absorb it. So why don't you think you eating whatever they tell you to eat? You want to be absorbed. It's not just going to go through your system and go down your guts and poop it out. Your body absorbs some of those chemicals into your DNA. It becomes part of you, like it becomes part of that plant, where as that plant grows in its life cycle, nothing is going to want to eat it because it is full of chemicals and death. The bees and the trees and the bugs and the slugs know that that thing is going to kill us if we bite it. Okay. Same thing is being absorbed by you. So, to me, again, the question still lies this. What are you more afraid of? Bee stings from natural bees, or being told you better eat the crap that they give you because it's good for you and we said you gotta eat it? You're a gardener here today, and the only reason you watching me today is because you either are or want to be a gardener. Because you want to grow your own food so you can feed your kids the way you want to feed them. You want to eat the food that you want to eat and how you want to eat it. We're all tired of being told what to do, what we better be eating, what we better be learning, what we should be knowing. There's certain things in certain schools we don't need to be learning. Kid know the latest TikTok dance, but the kid don't know how to follow the freaking stars to get anywhere. The kid know how to dribble a ball, but the kid don't know how to light a fire. See what I'm saying? I hated to go down that alley with y'all, but what drives me nuts is we are being bred, and I said it, bred. Not born, we're being bred. And everybody say, I don't want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a sheep. I don't want to be a sheep. I don't want to follow the, but you are. Because every time you say the words, I don't want to, because they said you're a sheep. But these are the same people that tell me that I'm not who I'm supposed to be, or I'm not black enough because I don't go around wrapping my head with towels and everything and constantly preaching the word of God, so I'm not good enough. But these are the same people that keep talking about how scared they are of bees, how scared they are to preserve their own foods, how scared they are to start gardening and growing their own foods. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm not good enough. I'm not a man of God because I don't go and constantly be preaching and with a Bible in this hand and me doing this constantly and my head got to be covered and this and that. But I'm not a man of God. Because I want to just show people how to grow their own food and take care of themselves. I don't get it. Stop feeding into other people's fear. They have bred us to be afraid. Don't you get it? We have been bred to be afraid of everything. Because in your mind, you're scared of pain. It happened from day one. You're scared of pain. Scared of being whipped. Scared of being chased. Scared of being bitten. We're scared. You've been bred to be afraid. And as long as that stays in your head, you're going to stay doing nothing. You're going to stay in that one spot and keep getting fed. Look, dinner time, come and eat. I don't want to eat this, so it's on sale. That's how much money you got. You're going to eat it. Chop, chop, sucker. Eat. I started gardening hardcore because I got tired of people telling me what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I felt like for me, listen, we already beat to the sound of their drum every day. Do we got to give them that too? No, we don't got to give them everything. Listen to just in this video alone, how many people said they are scared of blank. I want to, but I am scared of blank. We did a bunch of canning videos that Homestead Heart showed us how to do. In her videos, my videos, everybody's video, I really want to, and I bought the equipment, but I am scared of blank. I wanted to garden this year, and I got all the soil, and I got all the stuff and the tools and the cute little gloves with the little butterflies on them, but I am scared of blank. They got you scared of, you're scared of the truth. Everybody always talk about some wake up, I'm woke, and I want the truth, and I'm about the truth, but you're scared of the truth. Like they say, you can't handle the truth. You can't. Everybody want the truth. You can't handle the truth, man. They couldn't have said it better in that movie. You can't handle the truth. Because the truth means you got some work to do. The truth means you're going to be sweating. The truth is more than just reading lines in a book and memorizing this scripture. The truth means your hands are going to be jagged and rough and busted like that every day. That's the truth. The truth means you're going to bed muddy and tired. The truth means you're going to have some dirt up under them nails. That's the truth. Forget all that just reading in the book. You can memorize letters. You should be an actor then, because that's what they do. You should go into entertainment, because reading and remembering lines, that's Hollywood. Go to California with the rest. Go to California and go and try out for some parts because you can remember lines. Yay, that's good. But the real truth is putting in the work. You're going to be tired. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be dirty. That's the truth. But you will be fed. Because you're going to get your harvest out that ground or that bucket. Whatever it is, you're going to get it because you did it. That's the truth. You don't got to prove it to nobody. You don't hear me constantly having to prove nothing to nobody because that's nobody else's business. The reason I even do this channel and show anybody any of this because I hope and pray that everybody else want to do it too. So you can probably want to do this for your family. Because the more that you join me to do this and grow food, and grow food, the more that we do this together, okay? The more that we do this together, that means the prices of the garbage that they're feeding us even go down. The prices to drive around goes down. The prices of the way we live goes down and make it a little bit more palatable for the people that can't quite hang. The more me and you garden, the prices go down for the man that's lesser than us or has less than us. Don't you get it? That's how this works, and they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know it. The more that me and you garden, because some of us got a little money, some of us got a little money, some of us got a little something. So the more that me and you with a little something garden and stop buying everything up, the prices go down for the man that has less than we do. So he can come up to our level. And once we're all on the same level doing it, that brings your other brother and sister up from the bottom. Because now they can afford to live. That's what I'm saying. All of this is so easy for getting stung by a bee. I just help my brothers and my sisters out. We always talk about, oh, black on black crime and stuff like that. Do you really want to help your brothers and your sisters and the people of the community? Do your part. Stop making up excuses, man. Stop making up excuses and do your doggone part. Anybody can remember lines of a scripture. Go to Hollywood with that garbage. Because you can remember each and every line and spew it out of your mouth. But you don't do no work. Without this don't mean jack. Take your skill of remembering lines to Hollywood. You'll make more money at it. You dig it? You'll be elbow to elbow with Brad Pitt and them. Do that. Because that's all you're doing. That don't make you better than me. You understand? That don't make, because you can remember them lines, don't make you better than me. You get your hands out in that dirt. You grow your family some food. Now we talking. Now we on the same doggone level. We can talk. We can have a conversation. Other than that, I'm not scared. Put it like this. I'm scared of not surviving. I'm tired of being scared of everything. They got us scared of everything. Do you understand? They got us scared of everything. We scared to leave the house too late at night. And this go for everybody. Black folks, white folks, don't make no difference. We scared to leave the house late at night because first thing we say, you know, police, man, they crazy out there today. They're everywhere. First thing we come out our mouth, we don't say it's dark and, you know, it might rain later tonight. You might not want to go out there because the streets are slippery. No, we say dumb stuff like, don't go out there, man. Police out there, they all over the place, man. They stopping everybody. That's in our vocabulary. That's what we warn each other before we leave the house too late. Not you might get Jack the Ripper out there or something. No, hey, watch out, them police out there, they're everywhere. Even if you legit. I'm tired of being scared. Ain't you tired of being scared of everything? You turn the news on. 4 volcanoes have erupted today and the lake of fire is spewing out of the bottom and they're filling up at an alarming rate. I'm tired of being scared of absolutely everything, because in reality, everything is always like this. The only reason that it seems more intense now, the only reason it is more intense, but it even seems more intense than it is. You know why? Because all you gotta do is pick this up. You can see anything around the world. That's why it seems like more stuff is happening. But this stuff has this horrible crap and this crooked corruption and evil, wicked robbing, raping, and stealing of our government and people and your brothers and our sisters being killed, raped, and everything else has never stopped. There's no difference than 100 years ago than it is today. The only difference is you can see it in real time now. They killed that man and put their knee on his doggone neck. You think he the first one that happened to? It's not. He's probably the millionth. Just like those bees came down from the heavens while I was live. Remember that? Those bees came down and I heard that vibe. And I looked down at the ground. Then I looked up and I seen them blocking out the sun. You was with me. Just so happened my camera was rolling. Just so happens my camera was rolling live while the world was watching me. You were able to see it. And that's how we saw that man get killed in cold blood. Live. In real time. The only difference is I could have told this story. Think about this now. I could have told this story someday to my grandchildren about me, them bees swarming down on me, and it sound like it's sensationalized. Think about this. You saw the video. If you didn't see it with your own eyes and I sat there and told you, you would not believe me, would you? How the bees came down and we all heard that low hum and that murmur, and I stopped my video and looked down at the ground and then looked up and y'all saw those bees. There's so many bees in the sky that they blocked out the sun. That sounds like a story straight out of the freaking Bible, right? Where you'd be like, I don't know if they blocked out the sun or not. Your homeboy would say that too, wouldn't he? You like, man, they blocked out the sun. Man, you always lying, man. You be totally tripping, man. You be having me cracking up. You be lying, talking about they blocked. They ain't no block out no sun. If you were not there that day, nobody on earth would have believed me. You seen it with your own eyes right there with me. With my wife by my side. Recording the same thing live on Facebook. You watched that with me. You felt that with me. You heard and seen it from beginning to end. The only difference these days is no different than 100 years ago or more than that. The only difference is you're always being recorded no matter where you go. You think this thing ain't listening to me? The algorithms? You think those little things I got all around the house ain't listening to me? The algorithms? I say a certain keyword and trigger one of them suckers? You always being watched. You always being listened to. Nothing has changed. It's just now everything and everybody is being recorded. I'm tired of being afraid to live because I'm too scared of what somebody out there is going to either say or do to me. Tired of that. For what I decide to do with myself and my family. I'm tired of being afraid. And I'm tired of you being afraid of everything. Every time we come into one of these situations, everybody say how scared they are to do something. How scared you are to can your preserve. How can you be afraid to preserve food for your family? How can you be afraid of chickens? Here you go. How can you be afraid to own your own maybe 2 to 3 to 4 hens and get a basket full of eggs every day. Like, ooh, I don't know about chickens. They kind of gross. Are they? Because you go to the store every day and get these every day. How gross are they? These is fresh. You see the mud on them? Because it's been raining here? Fresh. Fresh. They don't even taste like that garbage that you buy out the store. The reason why kids don't like food when they finally eat some real food, because they tasting real food. Your kids love chemicals. We love chemicals. You know, I just told my wife something today because I was like, okay, I'm ready to start my health journey for real and get my life back together. But you know what? I said, I think I'm addicted to food. And you know what my baby told me? She said, baby, you ain't addicted to food. You're addicted to chemicals. You're addicted to chemicals. Listen to me close, what she said to me. That's why I love my baby, and that's why I introduced her to you and had her get her own channel so you can see where my other side of my brain comes from. My woman, my wife, my dog, my soldier. She said, baby, you ain't addicted to food. Because if you were eating food, you wouldn't gain the weight. See, we were addicted to chemicals. You're not addicted to food. Want to hear something crazy? You can't get addicted to food. You can't get addicted to food. Every person that gains a lot of weight or bigger sized people, you hear some bigger people, what do you usually see them eating? Garbage. Ho-hos, ding-dongs, cupcakes. All that. That's what you see them eating. That's why they end up gaining the weight. You're addicted. You're not addicted to food. Hot dogs, hamburgers. That's not food. You don't know where this crap came from. It's not food. You're addicted to the crap. Ho, ho, ho. You're addicted to the garbage. You keep squeezing out that can like Popeye, and you don't know what it is. The label says it's spinach. The label says it's spinach. Don't look like spinach to me when it plop out that can. That looked like what I did before I brushed my teeth this morning. That don't look like it. That don't look like it should be going in. That look like it should be coming out. That's not spinach in this can. These ain't beans in this can. The label says it is. So you instantly think, okay, I guess it is spinach. The label says it's spinach. Then you flip that can over, and what do all of us dumb tails do? Oh, okay, it's not that much. It's not that much fruit. It said no fructose corn sugar in it. Okay, 0 sugar, 0 calories. Okay, that's pretty good for me. Okay, hand me the can opener. All of a sudden, we think this is the golden grail because of what this dumbass label on the back says on every single one of these cans for the next 4 years until they go back and audit and have to change a little something, right? How did all the cans end up being exactly the same? That's because, man, that label is just slapped on there. You know what? When I was younger, you know, one day my mama opened a can of beans and it was something completely different. She opened a can of pork and beans. There wasn't pork and beans in the can. The label, my mama, I'll never forget, she dumped it. Oh, it was like a can of soup or something, right? Looked in the pot. We looked at the can. I'm standing right by her. I said, Mama, is them beans? Baby, I don't know. She looked at the pot, looked at the can. Looked at the pot, looked at the can. Picked the pot up, smelt it. No, them ain't beans. But she was dumbfounded. You know why? And she kept looking at the jar, the damn can of beans, because she kept thinking, I'm sure. Now, this was back in the 70s, so you got to think about this. We're still being bred to be afraid, to think different, but it says beans. She was confused. This is my own mama. She was more confused than me, because I'm looking like, yeah, them ain't no damn beans. I'm a little kid, them ain't no beans. But it says beans. I don't believe no labels, man. Everybody always talking about some, but it's organic. How do you know? Well, I can show you. Organic beans. You an organic lie. Cut it out, man. Stop being afraid to think for yourself. You want to know it's organic, go out there and grow it. Go grow it yourself. Go grow it yourself. Go grow it yourself. Guess what? I can swear that I know that this is organic. I know that this honey is organic. I did that. Some of the chicken, not this, but some of the chicken I have in these jars, I know is organic because they're my chickens. I know what they ate. I know how they ended. They're mine. I know. I can put a label on there. Now that's organic. These eggs, I know they're organic. I don't need to read no labels because I'm the label. I'm the label. Do you hear me? You don't need to pick it up and read it. I'm telling you, I know what I did to my chickens. I don't have to prove my stuff is organic. Do you dig what I'm saying? You grow your own, you eat your own, you know your food is organic, and that's the only way you're going to know, is if you do it. Like Rasputia said, you do it. You do it. Then you know. Other than that, you listen to them labels on half this crap, man. They, just like the TV said, they had you believe in all kind of nonsense, man. From killer bees, murder African bees, killer African bees, murder hornets, all that, man. The only reason I swayed off, and I said, remember we started out with 15 minutes? The only reason I swayed off into this is because it hurts my heart to see how many people are afraid to live. Where I can't just get it out and say, okay, we're going to start keeping bees. Whoever with me, come on in with me. Put your comments below if you want to start beekeeping. I can't say that because the first thing everybody tell me is how afraid they are to live. It don't matter whether it's beekeeping, it's gardening, it's preserving, it's canning, it's homesteading, it's buying your own land, purchasing your own home, because our brothers and sisters, we're all too afraid to move forward. That is what hurts me. And it always makes me veer off and end up doing a 4 or 5 hour video. Because that's what scares me. How many people are so afraid to move forward? So many people that I get to see personally right here on my own channel. On my own channel, I get a bird eye view of how many people are afraid to excel. How many people are afraid to move forward? How many people are afraid to be great? I get a bird's eye view of seeing people constantly fail because they scared to excel. They fail by staying put. Even in the art of war, the worst thing you can do is sit still. Ask any soldier. The worst thing you can do is sit still. And that's what I watch people do constantly. While I'm doing my best to progress and move forward, I constantly listen to people too afraid to get up and move. I've seen it before. It's like watching one of those horror movies where you're so scared that Your legs don't move. You so scared, you froze with fear. You frozen with fear. That's how life got everybody. You so scared to move forward. What if they don't loan me the money for the house? What if they don't loan me the money for the land? How am I going to take care of this land by myself? I got 2 babies. What am I going to do with them? We constantly got things that been planted in your head to keep you right where you are. You think you made these excuses up yourself? They've been programmed in your brain since you've been born, watching that dog on TV set. Be afraid to go out and get it yourself. Be afraid. You can't do this. Be afraid. That's what they want you to know. Constantly, constantly, constantly. Be afraid. What happens? What your friends say when you say, look, I'm moving out the hood? What for, dog? We got everything we need. Because I want a little something better, man. I'm kind of tired of driving, 1985 Chevy Impalas with the booming system. I want a Toyota Camry. You know what I'm saying? I like them. Camry? Yeah, man. I don't like candy paint no more. I don't want my paint flip-flopping colors. I don't want 15-inch woofers in my trunk, I don't want that no more. I kind of want to be able to fit my groceries in my trunk. That is actually a real conversation between me and my wife years ago. I just gave up on putting booming systems in every car I own. Because you know what's nice? Your kids can actually sit in their car seat without rattling their brains out. And at the same time, sitting on top of all of the bread, because you can't fit no groceries in the trunk because there's about 4 15-inch woofers back there and about 4 6x9s, 6 tweeters, and about 3 or 4 amps. You can't put nothing in there. It's time to move on. Grow up and grow on. Grow your own, eat your own. That's what it is. And all of us been there. And all of us know people like that. You can't put nothing in your trunk. Nothing. I want people to grow up and grow on. And reach for something better, man. And it ain't gotta be you need to be in a suit and tie walking down Wall Street. It ain't gotta be that. It's just, man, owning your own home. You know how many people don't own their own home, own their own land? They live in an apartment, and the only reason they live in an apartment, not because they stuck. Now, it's people that stuck in apartments, but it's some people that live in apartments by choice. And it's some people that live in apartments that's just too afraid to move forward. See, it's a difference. It's people that stuck. I understand their situation. It's people that choose, understand, like my New Yorkers in Chicago, Ohio, Detroit, I understand. And it's some people that's just too afraid because they don't know how to own their own home. They don't know the first steps to take to fix their credit. They don't know the people to talk to about insurance. They don't know the people to talk to. What's my first step on getting a bank loan? What's my first steps? Who do I talk to? Where do I go? That question is always asked by so many people that's never heard. How do I even start to fix my credit? My mama had a cell phone in my name about 10 years ago that never paid the bill. We all got them stories. My mama had our light bill in my name and messed up my credit. Everybody got them stories, man. It's not your fault. And you can fix that without getting your mama locked up. You can fix that. You just need to know the right people to talk to. You got to stop hanging around the brothers that's always doing this scripture, but they can't help you move forward in life. You can read all this bull crap, but you can't tell me how to get my doggone credit score up. Can you help me with that? And while you helping me with my credit score, I'll listen to your scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Can you help me own my own land for real without scamming me? Cash App land. That's what I'm talking about. Brothers, listen, y'all seen my little sister house. Y'all seen my little sister house with them big old beautiful persimmon trees. Guess what? My little sister credit was in the toilet. I helped my sister fix her credit so my little sister can own her very first own home in her own name. You know why? Because I know how. From nothing to something in a year. From nothing where you can't hardly get a doggone car from a buy here, pay here lot to I own this big, gigantic, beautiful 4,000 square foot home on a 1/4 acre of land with full of fruit trees. You went from nothing and arguing with the man to buy here, pay here lot on, dang, you mean I can't have the doggone Toyota? Man, I really like that one. Yeah, that's a little bit out of your range. Now, come over here. We have this Chevy Chevette, still in good. Before you turn your nose up, it still runs good. This is a Cherry. All you got to do, pump the gas 5 times, okay? Put it in neutral. Neutral, yeah, it's a manual. Now, no power steering, so it takes a little muscle. But trust me, it's in your price range. We'll get you. I'm sure we can get you a deal on this, sweet baby. From dealing with suckers like that, and that's your only option in life is to deal with this dude, Bubba's Used Cars and Chicken and Waffles. So while you waiting for them to process your paperwork through some crooked ass bank he going through, you can go over there and get yourself a waffle, a blueberry waffle and damn blackberry syrup, or some fake elderberry syrup while you waiting on your paperwork to be done. She went from dealing with fools like that to going to a real car lot, okay? A real car lot and getting her a new car and getting her a brand new house that belongs to her. She ain't gotta have the man keep coming knocking on her door. Inspection. Yeah, we're sorry we couldn't get in touch with you, so we're here to inspect your house. You don't got to hear that no more. All y'all people that live in apartments, you know good and well I'm telling the truth. Bug man, coming to spray your apartment. Why we got to answer the door like that, even when we nice? You got to put bass in your voice to make sure if you about to rob and you coming in to see some real man up in here, you might get your ass handed to you. Pest control. Y'all come back on Thursday. We're supposed to come today. Is there a Mr. Ladd there? Yeah. Yeah, we got to spray it today, buddy. Baby, put your clothes back on. Put your clothes on. Put your clothes on. Put my gun away. Damn. Tell the babies pick all these damn toys up. Pick these toys up. Man, the dishes. Put the dishes in the stove. Don't want them to see the dishes. Put the dishes in the oven. Come in. Come in, sucker. We all been there. Right? Don't you get sick of that? That's who I'm afraid of. That dude. Pest control. And then the pest control gonna go around spraying your baby's toys, spraying your dishes, spraying your face towel. He don't care. He ain't professional. This dude got on the clothes he wore yesterday at the club, and he coming to spray your house. Ain't nothing professional about this dude. He came in his own personal car. He got a backpack that he got from Tractor Supply. That's not certified. And sir, I don't believe that backpack, is that official? And are you wearing Jordans? I don't, right? You ain't official. Ain't you? Where's your name at? Is that an alligator sweater? Ain't that where your name's supposed to be? He come in your house smoking, spraying chemicals on your baby's toys. Ain't you scared to doggone grow your own food? You scared to be a beekeeper, and you scared to preserve your food, but you ain't scared of the pest control, dude. You ain't scared of the surprise inspection from the landlord. Ain't you getting sick of that shit? Ain't you getting sick of that? That's real. That's what you should be scared of. Not no damn bee stinging you on the back of your hand. And I'm going to tell you something. Getting stung by a bee is like having Botox. It's like, yeah, it hurt, but so does a doggone flu shot, and all the other shots is going to keep your health right. Imagine an organic flu shot. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? When you get stung by a bee, only good happens, unless you're allergic to bees. That's different. And if you're being good on the earth, good is going to happen to you anyway. Floating up to heaven somewhere. But really though, only good can happen from stop being afraid. We're afraid of everything. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm sorry for veering off into this, but it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts to hear the fear of so many people that have never really done anything. Have never really done anything. And the only reason they never done anything because they're afraid. It's people that live right here in my own state. And you know what I usually tell them when I hear them talking out of ignorance? And mind you, ignorance ain't a bad thing. Just that means you don't know. When I say ignorant, listen, it's a difference. It's ignorance, like I keep talking about, meaning you do not know. And then it's ignorant. Ignorant means you're just a dumbass. Nah, I'm tired of talking to you. I haven't listened to any ignorant people yet here on YouTube. I keep hearing ignorance. There's a difference. Thin line, but there's a difference. Ignorance and ignorant, okay? That's hood. Ignorant people stay away from me. I don't deal with them. I don't answer no questions from ignorant people. Ignorance, I want to help educate. That's what I want to do. Okay? We all know ignorant people. Ignorant, yes, it's spelled just like the I-G-N-A-N-T. Ignorant. We all know them. It's a big difference. Thin line, big difference. Don't stumble over that line. You dig what I'm saying right there? I don't deal with ignorant people. Now, ignorance, I'm here to help you. And that's where we all are. We are in ignorance, the state of ignorance, the state of fear. Right, Turf? It's a thin line, brother. Thin line. You can trip over that real quick. Right. It's a choice to be ignorant or ignorant. You never go full ignorant. Exactly, Butterfly Effect. You on the right movie. Yes. Okay. So I'm just saying, folks, if you want to get into beekeeping, you don't have to. All I'm saying is move forward and stop being so afraid of everything. Stop being so afraid of living. All we do is wait for handouts. That's all we ever do. You wait for somebody to give you something. I've watched people, a lot of people I know personally, sit around watching TV, waiting for somebody to announce that a check is coming from somewhere. Or somebody's going to save us. Or some miracle is about to happen through, man. You don't got to wait on somebody to come and help you if you already leaving your boot prints in the dirt, trying to help yourself. And I'm going to tell you this. Thank you, Natalie, Fairy Godmother. She had a small gift for the lesson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You know what? This is what you got to look out for, too. Say you stranded on an island. Everybody saw the movie Castaway, right? Everybody saw the movie Castaway. That's one of my favorite, all-time favorite movies. And it got more meaning to me than just watching Tom Hanks in that little movie in that soccer ball. I think he was doing something to that soccer ball. But we ain't going to talk about that. This is why I love that movie. because it depicted life. It wasn't just about some dude on an island and all. Forget the movie and the theatrics. Listen to the message. Get through the mess to get to the message. The message was he knew his chances of survival on a homemade raft that him and Wilson made. And yes, Wilson had some hand in it, or no hands. He knew his chances of survival going out into the middle of the vast blue ocean on this raft. His chances was slim to none. But he knew, I can't spend another year sitting on this doggone pile of sand waiting to die. I'm going to risk everything. I'm going to risk everything. No, you do not need a permit for bees. Nope. I'm going to risk everything to survive or die trying to survive. See, that's where people missed it. He's going to either die or die trying to survive. But he knew if he stayed back on this island, I'm going to definitely die. Ain't gonna be no surviving, because that's a slow death. All he's in is solitary confinement. A beautiful, tropical, solitary confinement. But he risked his everything. He risked his life to survive. He gave it all up. He knew one way or the other, I'm going to die. But do I want to die right here by myself or die trying to survive? I see that situation with a lot of y'all every day. You are stuck on that island every day. You don't move. Every day, you know what you do? The same thing. You watch the same TV shows. You order the same takeout. You eat the same food. You sit in the same chair. And that's why you start losing the days. Like, damn, ain't this Thursday? Is this Wednesday? It's about 4 o'clock. You losing the time because nothing changes out of your routine. You stuck in a doggone loop like Groundhog Day. Every day you do the same stupid stuff, not moving forward. Even on Groundhog Day, after he figured out, I need to make some changes in my life. That's the only time he could move forward. You got to get up, okay? Today, instead of eating potatoes, man, eat rice. I don't give a damn. You got to switch it up. Instead of you going out for Chinese takeout, go try to make your own Chinese takeout. Try to come up with a recipe of your own. Instead of you always going to the produce section and picking up some lettuce, go out there and plant some damn lettuce. Grow your own lettuce. Or you're going to be stuck on that island, and then 50 years, 30 years. Look, as old as I am, I know 30 years go like that. And then in 30 years, you are going to be like, damn. And then your next excuse. Well, I would love to do that, but you know, I done got up in age, and I hear that excuse too. Because you wasted so many years sitting in one spot. Wasted so many years sitting in one spot. Waiting. I don't even know what you was waiting for. You don't either. Everybody's sitting on the same couch. Your whole booty prints is in the couch. The booty print so perfect, you can see him even go up in your crack. You sit in that same spot with the same little gangster lean every day to the point your couch got booty cheek prints in it. And company come over, you throw a pillow over top of it, or you try to fluff it up so people can't see your booty crack. Every day you sit on that couch trying to figure out, is Victor Newman alive? Well, who's running the corporation? Dun, dun, dun. Victor Newman been alive for 70-something years. And for 70-something years, people keep thinking he dead. But who's running the corporation? Dun, dun, dun. Your life is that. That's what your life is. Every day, the same stuff. You're around the same people that's talking about the same stupid stuff. You see what's her name show last night? Yeah, man, what's her name? Crazy. Get away from people like that. When you do that, you're stuck on that island. You are not progressing. Listen to me close, family. You're talking to people that's already rich. You're talking about, number one, characters that ain't even real people. That ain't even their real names. That's their Hollywood names. But you're talking about people, and you're sitting around on your couch with your booty cheek prints in it, watching people that's already rich. You know why you're watching them on TV? Because they got their asses off the couch, got up, picked up a newspaper, and said, you know, they auditioning for this new show today. I'm going to go give it a shot. How many of these Hollywood stories you hear like that? How many of these Hollywood stories that you hear that's like, my mama said she was going to hook me up and make me go audition for this show, and I end up getting it. They said they love me. They gave me a call the next day. Next thing you know, I'm the next Disney star, or I'm the next star of this new movie. Now I'm starring with Eddie Murphy. That's how all of it starts. Just by getting your ass up and go put yourself in a mix somewhere so somebody can see you. Tom Hanks got on that little raft to go try to survive or die doing it. And guess what? Somebody saw him and brought him back to civilization. If you get up and you go out in public, so many women on here done told me, Led, I'm looking for a good man. And some of y'all, I ain't gonna point you out. Some of y'all, I'm looking for a good man. I hope God brings me a good man. Bless me with a good man, right? Well, if you keep sitting here watching old crazy lead farmers spew off at the mouth, the good man is out there in the street. He is not here on this doggone tablet. I promise you. He out there. Don't sit here and watch me for 4 hours. Don't sit here and watch me for 4 hours. You can come back and replay me. Go out there, find your good man. Stop waiting on some good man to fall in your lap. I had a brother in here a while back, man. I'm looking for me a good woman, man. You got you a good one, Led. You got you a good one. Someday, I hope God bless me with a good woman like you got that lady, Led. She is something special. Number one, okay, bro. I'm tired of you telling me how special my wife is. Nah, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking, okay? She sure is something special. Bro, you got you one. You know, a brother can give you some compliments to a point like, yeah, man, thank you, man, thank you. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, yeah, man, you got you one. God, man, if I had me one like that, you gonna what? That's enough. I know. Okay, I get it. I'm blessed. I'm just saying, Led, you know, if you ever find you another one of them, you know, holler at me if you find one, because you got you one. Said that's about damn enough. She laughing. You hear that? She laughing. She heard that. You must be watching me, baby. Yeah, you heard it. I'll be like, man, I'm getting tired of that. Said, Led, you got you a nice one, boy. This ain't no brand new car, fool. This my wife. Man, you got you a good one, boy. Good tires on her, everything. All right. You know, I'm good with a compliment or two, but after a while, man, what you licking your lips for? Talk about my wife, man. You got you one. I swear, bro. Whew. If I give me one just like that, you gonna what, Willie? What you gonna do with one just like what I got, Willie? Why she gotta be just like the one I got? Brothers right there, right? That be hinting, for y'all that don't know, that's your friend hinting at you like, boy, you better not go to sleep. You better not go to work too late, boy. You better not do no overtime today. I'll be knocking on your door asking for a cup of sugar. Something. You can get a glass of milk. Something, right? Willie don't know. They call me Led, man. You keep forgetting my name, Willie. I put you out there under Bonita. She already sick. She needs some nutrients. She needs some nutrients, Willie. Stop messing with me. I'm just kidding, y'all. But please. Feed me, Simo. That's Bonita. Feed me all night long. I got one for you, Bonita. Willie, keep talking. I got one for you. He gonna go up under there. That's right. Bonita out there. She hungry. Y'all seen what happened to her this year. She needs nutrient sustenance. She wants some marrow. She don't want just the bone. She want the marrow. Put the whole thing under the tree, Jack. Leave me alone, Willie. So, right, kidding, not kidding, exactly. So, I just want you guys to know, please, please, move forward in life. Move forward. Stop sitting stagnant. Stop sitting stagnant. And I'm gonna close this out. We've been on here way too long. I'm gonna close this out with a quick story. I'm not gonna go into details. I'm just gonna spew it out. I live in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. How I moved from Toledo, Ohio to Atlanta, Georgia to Columbia, South Carolina is like this. I put my trust in God. I sold everything I owned. When I say everything, and everybody got on me talking about, ooh, those motorcycles sure is dangerous. I had motorcycles my entire life. The reason why you've never seen me on a motorcycle is because coming to Columbia, South Carolina, I sold everything, including my motorcycles, plural. I sold everything I owned. And we bought an old rusty RV to come down here and live in. I didn't know where we was going to work. I didn't know where we was going to live besides this RV. I kind of didn't know where things was going to turn, but I knew I couldn't stay living where I was living. With the way things were in my hometown, as people here from my hometown and from Detroit, Michigan, you know exactly where I come from. I knew I couldn't keep staying here and everything was going to be okay. You know, people getting shot up, murdered for no reason. You know, you got on the right pair of shoes, you going to die for them shoes. You got on the wrong color, you going to, right. You from Cleveland, so you know. Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Chicago, New York, we all in the same crap. Why here, Bass Reeves? Why not, bruh? Why not? It's beautiful. See, that's the thing. When you stepping out on faith for real, instead of talking about it, you don't really quite know where you're going to end up. Philly, Rest B, you kind of don't know where you're going to end up. But you know what? Once you get there, you'll know. Once you reach your destination, you know that's where you're supposed to stop. There was no A to Z map. We had ideals. I wanted to move to Charlotte, North Carolina. Then we was talking about, my family's from Goldsboro. We talked about Goldsboro. We talked about, I'm not even supposed to be in South Carolina at all. My destination, my kind of destination was North Carolina. We was heading for the coast. I stopped here for repairs because I blew my radiator out. I got proof of all of this stuff. Blew my radiator. We stopped here for repairs. My sister lived here. My mother lived here. We was just stopping through. We had no intentions on stopping here. Stopped for repairs. Lived in the RV, between my RV and my mother's house, back and forth. You know, I'm like, man, it's beautiful here. It's beautiful. I like this. I like this setup. Wow. It's always warm here. I like that. I'm going to just try my luck and see if I can get a job at this hospital. Same day. The girl told me, when you done on the computer, can you come back here? Do you have time for an interview? Look, I got on clothes that I'm not used to wearing. I'm coming from the snow, and I live in the South now, okay? I don't even have the right clothes on, so I kind of look stupid. I look homeless, okay? See how my beard is now? It was thicker than this. I wasn't ready for no interview. I just wanted to put my application in on the computer, and the girl said, do you got time for an interview? I mean, yeah, is this okay? Because I didn't know. She said, oh, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. After the interview, all I knew was after I do all my drug tests and stuff, I'm supposed to start on Monday. That was 11 years ago. Here I am. I stepped out on faith and only faith. I didn't know. My kids didn't know. All my kids know were we going on a trip. We're going on a long trip and we might not be coming back here. Now, my two older kids did not like it. They did not want to move. They did not want to lose their friends. But guess what? They didn't even realize Daddy got something bigger in store for you. You're going to have more friends. You're going to learn more things. And you ain't going to have to hear gunshots every day. You ain't going to have to come and sleep with Mom and Dad. My kids used to have to come in there and make me want to cry, man. Woo. My kids used to have to come and sleep in my room on my floor. So I make sure they ain't dead because of the doggone gunshots constantly. You understand? You know how many news reports, and all of y'all from Michigan and Ohio and Cleveland and Chicago, you know how many news reports, and sometimes it don't even make the news, where shooting happened and you didn't even know one of your kids got shot. They've been in the room, passed away all night. You had no idea. That shooting that you heard at 9:30 last night, you wake your kids up in the morning to go to school and you didn't even know one of the bullets hit them. So I made my kids come sleep in my room. Y'all sleeping here with me. I don't care how big they is. They my babies. Y'all come in here with me. I'm tired of that, man. So, yeah. You get tired. Just like Tom Hanks. You get tired of sitting and just coping. You get tired of just existing. You're human. You're not even built to just sit in one spot. Do you understand that? You're not built to even sit in one spot. That's why it's different colors of different people all over the world. You know why? Because your curiosity, you got a built-in curiosity that he gave you to go explore his gift to us. If you sit in one spot, you won't know none of the greatness that he created for you. All you gonna know is that apartment you sitting in Victor Newman. Me living here, I hear about so many people that has never left this, let alone this state. They have never left this city. They don't know what snow looks like. They don't know how cold snow can literally chill you to the bone, where it take you 2 hours to warm up. People has never experienced your fingers shriveling up until they literally look like raisins and you can't feel nothing past that first knuckle for at least 2 hours. They have no idea what that is. They don't know what hypothermia is. They don't know what frostbite is. They don't know how to drive on an icy street. They've never even seen it. People down here ain't never left this city or left this state. And I know people in your city and state is people like that too. Have never left and say, yeah, I'll never leave. I ain't never left. I ain't got no reason to leave. Yes, you do. Even if you just venture out and go explore other places. How many people in here is scared to go to Africa? You know why you scared to go to Africa? I don't care what color you is. It's just most folks is scared to go to Africa. Everybody is moving back to Africa. All the people of color is moving back to all parts of Africa. And you know why? Some people ain't doing it because they're scared to go back to Africa because there's a whole new set of rules. It's a whole new country. But the most part is because you've been programmed full of ignorance. The first thing most people think when they talk about going back to Africa is, I don't want to be around all them little shrunken babies with them flies on them. That's the first thing you think. Because since you've been a little bitty itty bitty kid, that's what you think. They gonna be trying to take my food and all kind of stuff. No, they be That's the ignorance that you've been fed your entire life. There has never been a commercial. You know what? Listen to this real quick. This is the truth now. I've lived all around the country. And I can say this. I've never seen, until recently, commercials about the beauties of Africa. I ain't talking about in the Congo and stuff where stuff be coming snatching mugs up out their sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the indigenous people that skin is painted in butter and they wearing like buffalo skin around their waist. I ain't talking about that part because that's the only stuff they show us, right? Lions snatching people up, hyenas giggling all the time. That's all they show us. They show us the safaris. They show us the tour package of horrible stuff. Alligators snatching gazelles down into the dirty pond and watching him twitch around. They don't never show us that not only is they just as good as us in the States, they're better. Growing up, I seen commercials, tour like travel package commercials, right, Tarzan type stuff. I seen travel packages of like, you know, you seen them come to Hawaii, taste of Hawaii. You saw that. The luau's, the fire, the roasted pigs, the pineapples, the big dude chopping pineapples like a ninja. The clear blue water, the black sands. Come to Hawaii, enjoying a taste of Hawaii. Come to Jamaica. How many of us seen that? Ha, 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 ha. Come to Jamaica. We've seen tour packages to go to Italy, France, the UK, Jamaica, Hawaii. I'm talking about every day, no matter where you live in the country, you've seen these same commercials that I've seen, that all of us seen all these different places to go visit. There ain't been no African commercials. The only African commercials you see is little Susie. She could survive off of 5 cents of rice if you donated now. Poor little Susie lost her brother and sister last week. Now look at her now. But with your donation of 5 cents, 5 cents. With your donation of 5 cents, you could give little Lucy rice, books to learn, clothing. And all the time I'm like, man, if you can get all that for 5 cents, we're doing stuff wrong here. Clothing, books, rice and beans. Mama, you got to come hear this commercial. You messing up. You work at 9 to 5 and you make $20 an hour and you can't keep the lights on. Little Lucy is doing all this shit off of a nickel. You got to come hear this. This dude is killing us. She got flies and everything, but now you can't see her ribs because she's been living off a nickel for a week. That's the crazy crap they done told us all our whole life. Lucy is living a whole real life off of a nickel. And that nickel even made the flies go away. So that means she was able to buy like some some bug spray on her, some beans and rice, some gravy, and some clothes, and some shoes, and some books and a house with a nickel for your donation of $1 per week. Man, I'm doing this all wrong. But those are the only commercials that we grew up watching. Yes, for your donation of 19 cents a day. Get out of here, man. I don't care if you're trying to feed a damn iguana. You got to come up with more than 19 cents. You know how much a mice cost to feed a snake or something? Or a lizard? You got a pet lizard or turtle? You know how much lettuce costs? You can't feed no turtle with 19 cents a day. How did you make Lucy look so good? It's bullshit. They've been feeding us this garbage, making us think that ain't nothing over in Africa but Lucy now. And these mud huts, man, come on, man. And now that we older and we all have this, like I told you before, this is the real truth if you pick it up and look at it. That's bullshit. Africa is beautiful. We all watched the movie Black Panther, and you know what? Some of the parts of Africa that I've seen recently, and I got a friend that just moved to Ghana right here on YouTube, and guess what? The part of Ghana she live in don't look too damn different from Wakanda. Essie, the homesteader, been there. Essie, right here in the blue, y'all. She's my moderator. She can tell you firsthand. Go look at her videos. You'll look at her videos and be like, that don't look like no Africa. That ain't where Lucy live. Lucy got flies on her. Why is everybody dressed flyer than us? Why is everything so beautiful? Essie sitting there, her and her family in beautiful natural waterfalls just spewing out of the middle of the earth, coming up to the top of the mountain and coming down and on top of people's heads. And you ain't got to pay for it. That's just part of it. That's just part of how they live. Essie, the homesteader, right here in blue. Please go look at her channel and she will show you where she was. Don't look too damn different from that fictional crap they had on Black Panther. She was in the real Wakanda. But they want you to believe for 19 cents a day, we gonna get the flies off of little Lucy. Stop believing it, listening to that doggone box. Everything you hear on that thing is a lie. Didn't I tell you about covering up your chicken with too much hot sauce, too much ketchup, too much mustard, all that? You pile so much crap on top of it that you don't even taste the damn chicken. The chicken is the truth. The chicken is the truth, and it's covered full of lies. By the time you swallow all the lies, the truth don't even get absorbed into your body. Watch what you hear. Man, I'm tired of being lied to. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of people telling me what I can't do. That's what I'm scared of. I ain't scared of no bee stings. I ain't scared of doggone pressure cooker blowing up because I done burnt this whole kitchen up. Y'all done seen me cooking. And y'all be like, ain't them walls in that cabinet supposed to be yellow and white? What's the black part? That's the burn, baby. My kitchen really felt the burn. I almost burnt this sucker down years ago. So guess what? I think I can do a little pressure cooking, a little rattling and rolling. I done already set this sucker on fire. Tired of being scared to live, people. The people in Africa and Haiti and all the places is richer than us. We keep thinking we the cream of the crop. People in America is tip, top, tip. Listen, if everybody here in America was number one, let's talk about some more truth, okay? Where do you think some of these people here, riches, is coming from? It's coming from there. Because you would say, no, he started that business here. He started that business here in America. Yes, he started his business. Now, I ain't naming no names. He started his business here. All of these millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires started their business here in the United States. Where do you think all of his product is coming from? You can't make your product without all of the minerals in the gold and all of the other components that they find there and only there. So you wouldn't be a billionaire, a millionaire. And why is everybody trying to always take a piece of Africa? Because everything that's going to make you rich, everything right now, what shows that you rich? Bling, bling. Where do you think that came from? Where do you think your diamond came from? Somebody died for that that's on your finger. Where do you think it came from? Kansas? Texas? Get out of here, man. All the components that's inside of this. That's why Asia wants to take over Africa too. Because all of the stuff they need to make these, all of the supplies is in Africa. Do your own research and find out for yourself. You will see, I'm not pulling this out of my doggone couch cushion shaped like a butt crack. Everything inside here, from the microchips, the processors, and all of the gold and everything. I'm going to tell you something else just to throw you for a loop. Every time you throw away a flat screen TV, which I see plenty of them out here, every time you throw away a flat screen TV, why do you think your TV costs so much? Because of the cameras and the digital crap that's in there that can make it show a picture? No, because your television set has gold in it. The components in there, copper and gold. People don't even know that. And every time I ride, driving down the street, and I'm looking, I see big screen TV, big screen TV, big screen TV, flat screen TV, money. And I know people that know that, and all they do, I seen a brother, Lord is my witness. Lord is my witness. I seen a couple of brothers out there busting, they had one of them big giant screen TVs, right? The old ones from the 90s. They bust the booty off the back of that TV, and they was taking all the valuables out of that television set. They wasn't taking the projector tube. No, they were taking the precious metals out of that big giant television set that's sitting in a field on my route. Nobody knows that because we're too busy watching Victor Newman. Your television, your computer, your cell phone, your iPad, all of the things you use, when you throw them out to the dump, if you do more research, you'll find out how many precious metals are inside of here. And if you collect enough of them, listen, there's people that's smart enough to go out and say, listen, why do you think, listen to this, I'm about to bust your head open real quick. Why do you think they'll pay you money for your old cell phone? What are they going to do with it? A flip phone? You give me $10 for a 1992 flip phone? Cool. Your dumb butt gonna say, cool, I'll never use this again. A BlackBerry phone from 98? You gonna, the year 2000, you mean to tell me you gonna give me $50 for an old BlackBerry? It don't even light up no more. Because it's full of precious metals. They'll never make that thing work again. They're going to give your dumb butt $20 for this phone, and it got $200 worth of precious metals inside of it. And once they get that and melt it all down, they'll have a block of gold. You don't got to believe me. Go do your research. Go do your research. Why do you think they'll want you to trade in your old, why do you think they want you to trade in your old cell phone to get a new one? That don't even make sense. What are you going to do with the old one? You think they just gonna melt it down and make a new cell phone? No, it's full of precious metals. I'm off on a tangent. I could go on and on and on. But you do your own research. You'll figure it out. Okay. All those precious metals, all of that stuff comes from Africa. That's why it's so valuable. And that's why every other country on the planet wants it. Every country. Germany, all parts of Asia, us, everybody wants Africa. And that's why they are fighting back, saying we're tired of y'all being here, taking our precious minerals and metals. And who the hell is Lucy? We're tired of hearing about Lucy. Who is Lucy? I don't know who this Lucy. They tired of that. We've been using Lucy as a gimmick to get over there and send us some money so we can go mine for more diamonds. For your, what they should be saying is this. As he said, I saw Lucy. See? Man, Lucy who? Who is this Lucy? Right? That's a terrible African accent. Terrible. But what the man, if he was actually telling the truth, if you hit him with some truth serum and he had to tell the truth, you know what he would say? And for your, all it would cost you is 19 cents a day for us to mine for these precious minerals and diamonds. That way, little Lucy won't get her hand cut off. So please, help us now buy more equipment so we can mine faster and make more people work for those blood diamonds. I mean, excuse me, for those precious gems. Call today. That would be the truth commercial. Not to feed Lucy, to keep Lucy alive so she keep digging. That's what that's for. That's the truth. Okay? Sally Struthers too. She knew what it was. Sally Struthers knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. Don't listen to me. Do your own research. Just because I don't talk about this stuff all the time don't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like talking about it because this is kind of borderline political to me. And I don't like doing that. All I say, go ahead and go do your own research. Read it. Read up on it. Africa is beautiful. It ain't no different than no other place. They think all of Jamaica is beautiful. All of Jamaica is not beautiful. Jamaica got a hood too. Mexico got a hood too. Germany got a hood too. Canada got a hood too. That's the part they don't show you on the tour package. That's the part they keep telling you, look, stay on the bus. Stay on the bus. Driver, go a little faster, would you? Stay on the bus, everybody. This is your tour guide, Ubuntu. Please stay on the bus. Do not get off here. If you have to use the bathroom, use it on yourself. Do not get off of the tour bus. Because the tour bus sometimes got to venture into the hood to get to the other part of the good part of the island. In Mexico, Africa, Canada, all of these places, everybody's scared to go. You see the beautiful, come to Jamaica, Hawaii. Only thing their hood is a little bit, look, there's some lava over there. You might not get jacked, but you'll get burnt to a cinder if you get off the tour bus in Hawaii. Shit. So, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, for ranting and raving. This was supposed to be a quick 15-minute bee talk and update, and it turned into this. I'm sorry. Y'all know I can't help myself. I ain't seen y'all in a while, so I had to talk to my family. But if you don't believe anything I'm saying, you can please do me a favor. It's 400 people in the room. Please go check out Essie the Homesteader. She's my moderator right here. Please go check her out. She just went to Africa. It ain't even been a year ago. Please go check out her videos. They will blow your mind. And I promise you, she will not show you kids with flies on them for 19 cents a day. She gonna show you Wakanda. She gonna show you some of your origins. She's gonna show you, a lot of you, your home. She's also going to show you, by going over to her channel and looking at those trips to Africa, she's also going to show you maybe your next destination. Your next home. You don't know. Right? So, my word of advice, I ain't nobody. But I do know one thing is universal. Fear will stunt your growth. Fear is going to keep you where you are, whether you're in a bad relationship, you're in a bad situation. Your fear of getting out of that situation and out of that environment is going to keep you there until you die. V Solo, she's here on YouTube. Her name is Essie the Homesteader. E-S-I. She's my moderator here in blue. Staying still, even in the military, is going to get you killed. What they tell you, keep moving. You stranded in the desert. If you sit still in the desert, you're going to die right there where you at in the desert. So if you keep walking, somebody might see you and save you. But if you sit still, nobody going to find you. Right, turf, dead. You sit still, you die. You got to keep moving. That's everything in life. Look what happens. Look what happens to stagnant water. If you have a pond in your house or a puddle where the water never drains out, the water starts stinking. The water starts accumulating pests, mosquito larvae, things that can harm you. It starts turning muddy and disgusting. Algae, bad algae. All that grows in stagnant water, stagnant ponds, non-moving water, right? That, my friends, is life. What is better than stagnant water? Water that flows is oxygenated, bringing forth life. Other animals that can eat all the bad bacteria and the bad creatures and the mosquito larvae can breathe and breed and take care of all of the horrible stuff. That oxygenated water that's moving and flowing. And guess what? That water won't just stay right here. It's going to move down the creek. It's going to move down the lake. It's going to wash out into the ocean. It's going to come from South Carolina, end up out in Africa somewhere. That water is always moving. That's life. Always moving. Water is always moving. If you sit in your stagnant little pond, you will slowly die in that stagnant, stinking, disease-ridden water or spot that you in. I'm going to leave and go to bed. I don't even know what time it is, but I had a good time talking to y'all. I hope y'all join me tomorrow, and I'm going to break this bee stuff down for us. So please, before you go, that's right, the real living waters. That's right, Essie. Essie the Homesteader, please go check her out, please. Because I seen her videos, I'm telling you, it'll make you cry. Even though it's not you in the videos, you're going to watch it, you're going to say, oh my God. You can feel it. She just taking home videos. But it's something you feel like I felt those bees. I felt those bees before I heard those bees. And then I heard them. Then I seen them. I felt them. Then I heard them. Then I seen them. When you watch Essie's Africa videos, that's how you gonna feel. You gonna feel that vibration. Then you gonna see. I'm telling you, it's something about it. It's something about it. You almost gonna feel like a calling. You gonna feel something. If you don't feel something, you might not be from there. So, just saying, all of us ain't from there. All of us ain't. It's the truth. Everybody have a wonderful night. I'm going to leave y'all alone, okay? I'm tired of ranting. And let me get something clear before I go. I'm not ripping on anybody. I'm not ripping on anybody. I just want everybody to be stronger. I want everybody to move forward, because if I didn't move forward and take faith and just go out and step out on faith and just pray about it, I would still be in Ohio, and I might even be dead. I might have got shot dead, or one of my kids or something. You got to step out on faith and go try new stuff, man. You might not like it. You might not like it. You might not like Will's situation, but you can always go back. You can always start over, go back and go back. But you can always go back, but you can at least say, I went there, I did it, I didn't like it. Somebody even said they tried the pressure can, it scared them. They was cool on that, they cool. They selling their canner. At least you tried. I will never hold that against you, because at least you gave it a shot instead of keep being all nervous. Everybody have a wonderful night, all right? I'm sorry about ranting on, but I hope y'all join me tomorrow so we can talk about these bees and you can hear from a real, true, experienced beekeeper about beekeeping. Not some dude that wears a little kid bee hat that he got out the bubblegum machine and trying to tell you about something he has zero knowledge of besides what he read about 10 minutes ago. Come holler at me tomorrow, okay? All right. There, Farmer 73, I love you. Everybody have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful night. Please enjoy your company, enjoy your family, except for Brenda. Her and her babies, they cannot spend a night. Everybody have a wonderful night, all right? There, Farmer 73, I love you, and I am out.